Man with that 20 stack, if my bro see that, you ain't getting that back. And I ain't gonna lie, more time, I don't wanna rap. Keisha got more bodies than gang, and I bet she's still gonna cap. Slim thing with a waist, can I look like Kyle look Ray? More time, her face on L look me. Can't get caught up town with.
Yes, people, what's good? It's your boy Rhino. Let me change that background quickly. There we go. It's your boy Rhino. Welcome to Rhino MGTV. Make sure you're liking the video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you please put post notifications on if you do subscribe. This is my Manchester United match reaction. This is Let's Talk United. Luton 1, Manchester United 2. And I've just come off the football terrace and we had a good discussion. Like, you know, it goes back to the analogy of what I said about the car. Yeah, it was an uncomfortable journey. If Manchester United was a car and the win was the end of the journey, how comfortable was that journey? Very uncomfortable. Very, very uncomfortable. And big up, obviously, people that want to be positive, and I understand that. I'm a Manchester United fan first and foremost, and I want the club to win. But my issue is, how sustainable is this? Why should I celebrate all of these wins that are essentially jammy and a bit dodgy, and then get excited, and then when it doesn't go to plan, I just look like an idiot? And it's not even about how I forget even looking like an idiot. I'll feel like an idiot because I gave myself false hope. I need to be real with myself, and I need to know that when my team is improving, it's clear to see. Because it's not sustainable to sit here and say, okay, you know what? It's the result that counts. Fine, we're winning. We haven't lost this season. Yes, it's good in a sense where you can take a positive, but overall, you can't be comfortable and say, okay, we got the result. How many games are we going to keep saying, oh, we got the result, we got the result? And then when we start getting punished properly, we're going to look back at everything and say, at least if we had sustainable increments of improvements, then we know that we're going somewhere. But what direction are we going in? What is Ten Hag working on right now that as we get the results, there's a building process happening in the background? The best thing about getting results is that you can see something building slowly. Someone used the analogy of Liverpool. When they came to Luton, they struggled. But Liverpool have had loads of good games. So if they have a few bad games in the overall look of their performances, you're not going to worry. But Man United, we keep scraping these wins. And we're not going to be able to do this against the Arsenals, the Liverpools, the Cities. We're not going to be able to do that. And that's who we need to be competing with. If you want to look at last season and see where we came third. Yeah. Even from when we won the Carabao Cup, we went downhill. So for me, I'm not comfortable. And as a fan, I'm allowed to not to be comfortable. I'm allowed to be worried. I'm allowed to be concerned. It doesn't mean I'm not happy with the win. And I think people mix it up. I'm happy with the win. We got the 3 points. Every group chat I'm in, I'm saying we need these 3 points. But at the same time, how comfortable am I with this? That's my issue. I'm not comfortable. I don't feel like we're moving in the right direction in terms of progress. We've got certain players back. Yes, Martinez is injured, but where is the progress? People, and it's funny because people's argument against Villa and West Ham, and we'll go to West Ham first, is, oh, look, we played the first half really well. Yes, we did. And then second half, we were bad. Villa, we didn't play the first half as well, but we won more convincingly in the sense of the scoreline. If we played how we played against West Ham, against Villa, and then we won, I'll be more comfortable. But all of these games have been shaky, and we've had luck in terms of why we haven't, lost. So now we have a game where we're absolutely even more poor, and then we just about scrape a result. Where am I going to find the confidence in saying, okay, you know what? Positivity, we got the result. There's no progress in terms of the way we're playing and how sustainable this play is. And that's what I want to see. Even if we're going up 1 or 2% every game, at least there's something I can look at and say, okay, we're not the perfect finished article, but at least we're making small steps to get there. But there's no steps. We're not taking any forward steps. Mainu is doing well. his composure, if we didn't have it, would have been finished. We got destroyed in the midfield. How is 18-year-old Kobbie Mainoo holding up our midfield in terms of just the composure he has? That's not good enough. So that's my problem. I'm happy. I want to win, but I'm not going to be deluded and sit here and say, yeah, you know what? It's the result, and just focus on just the result. We have to analyze the performance, and it was not good enough. Yes, we could talk about Luton and how many teams have had difficulty going there, but the difference between the teams that have had difficulty going there and Manchester United is that these teams generally have a direction they're going in and they're playing well. So we can't compare Arsenal and Liverpool and say, oh, they struggled, because generally when you look at their overall season, they are making progress, they're performing. So why do we compare ourselves to those teams? Why? And I mean comparing as in using it as, oh, it doesn't really matter because those two teams struggled. Oh, it doesn't matter because so-and-so struggled and they're better than us. That's not the point. The whole point is our overall game is consistently bad. Where is the steps of progress? You know, so that's my issue, man. But yeah, Bruno was absolutely shocking for me. I understand the whole building the team around him and getting the best out of him. I used to think the same way. But number one, he's our captain. Number two, he needs to be the person that motivates the players. When he sees the players not doing well, he should be plugging in. It shouldn't be Kobbie Mainoo. It should be Bruno. He's our captain. Simple as. People say he's not a 10, he's not this. He's somebody that plays better off high up the pitch. Whether it's an advanced 8 or 10, it's all higher up the pitch. And he's not doing his thing. We talk about this whole created chances and all of this stuff. I don't even want to break into those stats, but I appreciate Bruno for how good he is in terms of certain attributes he has, that he can create chances and he's got a great vision. But that doesn't defeat all the deficiencies that he has. And that's what people keep doing. And fair enough, if we play him the way he needs to be played and he can focus on chance creation and not going deep in terms of the pitch, then cool, maybe we get the best out of him. But he's still our captain. He has to be held accountable for things. So that's my problem, man. There's no like sense of direction. There's no positive steps in terms of us progressing. So we didn't look after the ball well. We're careless. You know, at the start, we started off on fire. We had loads of good one-touch passes, but we were too wasteful. First 20 minutes, Casemiro doing all these silly long balls, hoofing it. We were just rushing FC, rush FC. Then Bruno's poor passing. Garnacho started off well, but he had a stinker today. He needs to make better decisions. At the start, I saw him making good decisions, but, you know, Dalot had a decent game for certain parts, and then he had his moments. You know, Maguire had his Bozo moment as well. Mainoo was the only good player, and Hojlund getting his breaking his record. That's the only positives I can take from this game, and the fact that we got the 3 points. But other than that, our front three was just wasteful. You know, second half, Hojlund holding up the ball. We're not giving him any support. He's holding up, waiting for someone to come and support him. No support. Just poor and slow decision making from the rest of the team. So that was my issue, man. So, like, is this the way we want to play? Counter-attacking against Luton? And you want to argue and say, okay, but this is how you play against Luton. We need to start seeing better. We need to start seeing progress. And that's what I've got to say. So all my only highlights is Hojlund breaking his record, Mainoo absolute brilliant, and we got the 3 points. That's it. You know, what Evans came on, and Evans is always a very composed player. We need to slow down our game. We need to stop rushing, and we need to be composed. And that's where I need my captain to come in and tell our team, slow down or let's relax. But then if he's now rushing and doing everything, then where do we go from there? So yeah, that's all I have to say, man. So we get the 3 points. We're creeping more and more towards top 4. And yeah, I'm going to leave it as that. If I've left out anything, let me know in the comments. Make sure you're liking the video and make sure you're subscribing as well. It's your boy Rhino, and as always, make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Please subscribe. Please put post notifications on. Peace. I'm out.
Man with that 20 stack, if my bro see that, you ain't getting that back. And I ain't gonna lie, more time, I don't wanna rap. Key-shot got more bodies than gang, and I bet she's still gonna tap. Slim ting with a waist. Can I look like Koi, look real? More time, but her face on L, look me. Can't get caught up town with big.